ELI5. Why can Everest casualties just be lowered down? What makes it so difficult? Climbing Mount Everest is very, very dangerous. Those who died on the mountain were aware of the risks. There is no point in endangering the lives of others to recover the bodies. It's one issue if they're alive and it's a rescue, but they have long since deceased and there is no reason to bring the bodies down. Aside from the cost in human lives if a recovery was to go wrong, no one's going to bear the cost of an expedition that no one wants. Why would the government waste taxpayer money to recover a body from a mountain? The fact that so many people die while attempting to summit Everest should clue you into how dangerous it is. Why should even more people put their lives in danger to bring down bodies? It's hard and dangerous enough even when you're not lugging hundreds of pounds of literally dead weight behind you. Why should the government of Nepal be on the hook for body disposal of people who knowingly engaged in a highly dangerous activity? Okay, here's a proposal on how to get them down. Person 1 goes up and puts a part of the stretcher up. Person 2 brings another part. Person 3 more stretcher and so forth. Person X ties a rope to stretcher. Person Y pulls the body a few feet. Person Z pulls further still and so forth. Eventually we get the body back. Or maybe we just keep stacking them until they form a giant snowball and roll themselves down. Ask your 80-year-old arthritic grandmother to carry you down 10 flights of stairs and you'll have a rough idea of how difficult that would be. The thin air at that altitude reduces the strongest climbers in the world to near cripples who can barely take 3 steps without having to pause to catch their breath even with breathing bottled oxygen. Loads of answers about the altitude and oxygen, but I want to add that bodies get frozen into the mountain too. Snow that covers them freezes into ice, and just breaking bodies free from that can be more exertion than people have to spare. That's a reason why it can be hard and impossible to get even tents taken down. You have to account first for the fact that it's already dangerous to climb and the climbers are generally experienced. Where are you going to get better equipped and stronger climbers to rescue them? You lose one life on a rescue operation and you've already destroyed any utilitarian premise of rescue. Another piece of info that should be mentioned is that it is very difficult to fly a helicopter to that altitude. The air is thinner so it creates less lift and more drag, reducing helicopter performance. Trying to bring back someone dead or alive would be an even bigger challenge. Helicopters can't go that high with any kind of load on them. Wind, visibility, and temperature are so severe that even basic tasks are difficult. Technical mountain rescue is not a basic task. No reason to risk the living for the dead. I wouldn't pay a dime. Nepal is dirt poor. Taxes can be better used to feed and house their population. The dead on the mountain are a reminder to the tourists who spend tens of thousands of dollars to get a bragging right selfie. Big mountain hard. People climb, get hurt. Combing down tough. High up, air thin, breathing hard. Weather cold, snowy. Helpers use ropes, stretchers, but mountain steep, air little. Helpers try, but tricky like puzzle. Short version: you gotta go up there to get them and carry them back down. They died going up. How many lives are you willing to sacrifice to bring the corpse down? The answer, generally, is none. To add to what others have said, even if all the bodies were removed overnight, there are a lot of rich enough people climbing Everest is expensive in line to be the next corpses there. Why should they? Why waste money and lives chasing a corpse? Thrill-seeking comes with a price, and they paid it. They can rest where they fell, as a testament to their arrogance. Bro, it's Everest. You try just carrying a whole corpse down that fucker. There is a reason people die on it. It's cause it's hazardous AF. Here's what you do: pack the bodies in those giant inflatable human hamster balls and give it a kick down the hill. Everest Beyond the Limit is freebie and Amazon Prime. If you watch that show you'll see how difficult it is. How about a luge, very long slide they place the deceased in and the body slides down to a lower camp. They literally died trying to climb the mountain. Does this not explain why it might be difficult?